Well, hello there, survivors. This is Kurithwin, coming at you from WarZ. Sorry, I almost made the impardable error of saying Daisy then. This is not Daisy, this is WarZ. And as you can see, you get a few character slots. I'm trying this out just for a test. I've got 3 characters. From the character selection, I've got Ian McAvoy, Natalie Raymond, and Max Cole. The good thing about this is you do have more than one character. And let's just do a test. I'll just show you one of these. You can either choose normal mode or hardcore mode. Hardcore mode is if you die, your character gets deleted. So we'll just go on normal mode, and you get to change your features. Quite simple, not many options. My one problem with it is Nathan Drake wannabe. My bonus is Nathan Drake wannabe. My type of clothing. Most people didn't see that until recently. Mid-80s fashion. See, I do like those tops. They've come back in fashion now. Finally, I'm back in fashion. Here we go. Here's the Vincent character. Rough and ready. There you go. He can be a sergeant major. And Michelle. Very Tomb Raider-esque. Also looks like T'Pol from Enterprise. Very Asian looking. Not too sexual and not too covered up either. So middle of the road. I would definitely prefer the DayZ version of the female. So there is one here which is actually not unlocked, and if you try and unlock it, they don't seem to have actually implemented it as of yet. This one on the left, this girl, looks like she's going to be another one which is coming soon. So this guy looks like a skater guy, and if you're there we go. If you look at some of the new concept art, he actually does look exactly like his concept art, which is pretty good considering all the concept art I have seen in the past stated in-game footage, and I'll explain that later on, because it's not. By no means is it. Oop, how do I get back? Game footage, and been in existence for a year and concept for 2. I don't think so. This game is actually what I would say is a poor man's DayZ. I must admit, I've only ever watched DayZ on videos because I'm waiting for the standalone. There's no point buying Arma 2 when I can actually just buy it once when it comes to standalone. But I've watched an awful lot of DayZ to know how movement works, how combat works, how the graphics look, how the game feels, and I've even felt the tenseness with the actual players. I've seen the good, I've seen the bad, I've seen the downright ugly. And let's jump into this, and we'll talk through it as we go along. Oh, I'll just have a quick look on the right-hand side. It says underneath her name, experience 10. Apparently, if you kill players and zombies, you get experience, and if you're on normal mode, you carry it over even after you die. I've survived. Actually, that's in-game hours. A full day's 8 full hours in a real day. So really, I've only survived about 2.5. I've killed 4 zombies. Yeah. Bandits, none. Civilians, none. No, I'm not a killer. I will only kill people, other players, if I'm actually threatened. So they've got an alignment system. So that's a lot like DayZ as well, where you're actually a survivor or a bandit. This one seems to have the same way, you're neutral or bandit. I'm presuming that if you do really good stuff, you end up being a lawman or some kind of protector. At the moment, there's only one map. It's only halfway implemented, and it's called Colorado. You can actually see their inventory as well. This is another good thing about the character select screen. You can see they have quick slots. They have one which is the primary selection. You can just see a slight rifle there. Secondary slot where pistols and melee go. That I've got a hammer, one of the most common melees in the system. Then next to it, you've got body armor. Hats are prevalent, and some of them are ridiculous. I don't know if the helmets actually help you stave off damage, but people apparently have been murdering other people just over the hat they're wearing. So I've chosen not to wear any. Right, then we have quick slots 1, 2, sorry. Oh, wait, 1, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Sorry, I was completely blathered there. And we have food and water. Some of them, I quite like the touches of these, or like the granola bar. If you click on it, it actually tells you it's for moderate hunger. Water, there's loads of it. I mean, you will get bogged down with it. It took me the 2.5 hours of this character just to try and get these items and these items. Food is really hard to come by, and it goes down faster than the water. Bandages, yeah, self-explanatory, heal yourself. Binoculars, self-explanatory. Right, this on the right-hand side, global inventory. If you go to what's called a safe zone, where you can't kill other players, you can actually open up, log back into this character select screen, and drop items in here for your other characters to pick up if they're actually in the safe zone or next to a post office in a town or city. That's a really good system to do. I really do like that. That is nice. Though I must admit, it is pampering to most of the, I would say, pubescent type of adolescents. Right, okay. If you do die after starting, you start with nothing. I've actually dropped these 3 in from what Natalie got. He had nothing. He died. He had nothing. He had a small backpack with 4 slots. It carries. Oh gosh, you'll be dropping stuff and umming and ahhing over what to carry. Now this guy I haven't used yet. This is the standard loadout. You have a flashlight. If you pull it out, it will be constantly on. You cannot turn it on or off. That is a downfall. But the upside is you can use it as a melee weapon, and it's a strong melee weapon. But you will be hitting zombies for a long, long time. You have to kill zombies by hitting them in the head. They are proper zombies. They are undead. They aren't infected, and they move slowly. We'll go about that. Also, I don't think the weight's implemented, the one in the middle there. Natalie doesn't seem to have any weight rating there at all, so that's to come. Right, let's go. Alright, you can quick join the server, which is pretty good if you don't want to go browsing through. I'm using the European servers among that I live in Europe, and it's less ping. I also try and find there we go, 7. That'll do me. Join server. Lower populations, it gives us a bit of a chance of actually surviving, because this is a lot of people are using it as a PvP game with zombies added in afterwards. And if you see someone, they will shoot you. Though I must admit, my first experience with meeting other players was pretty good. We joined up and we ended up helping each other for 15 minutes until he had to go to his brother's birthday party. That says about everything, doesn't it? It's not full of gore apart from there is blood, and some of the models are a little bit grotesque, but please apologise for that. I'll put a 15 rating on this anyway. As you can see, I'm actually in a safe zone at the moment, not allowed to use weapons, so if I get my weapon out, I'm clicking my left mouse button, I can't use it. So I'm going to put it away. There you go. Right, it starts off in third person. I dislike this whatsoever because you cannot aim. Also, most people don't seem to have cursors on, which is fantastic. Sorry, crosshairs. Right, you can walk normally. Right, in the top right, you'll see an eye and an ear. That's how much you can see and heard by AI. So you're walking up and down. Right, you can crouch. The annoying thing is, if you do anything like inventory, you stand back up again. So the idea is, when you do anything like that, lie down, because you don't get back up. Otherwise, you'll get your head shot off. The sounds, ambient sounds and music is absolutely beautiful, and at times very scary. Though walking on surfaces, much to be desired. It sounds like, oh, it's terrible. The sounds are absolutely terrible. I'm actually getting used to it now, which is sad. The zombies, they all sound like women. And it's very unnerving seeing a burly army man coming towards you, going, it's not fun. Right, as you can see, my quick slots are at the bottom. So if I bring my hammer up, it quickly shows you what you've got. And these are my binoculars. Yeah. What I've found is, if you want to hit someone with a hammer, right, say this, I'll point the top of the hammer to it. That square there is the zombie's head. I hit round about there. So that's where you've got to hit them to actually get the more damage, because every time you do an action in this game, it uses up food and water. On the bottom left, you'll see food on the left, on the icon on the left, and on the icon on the right side, there's water. It'll flash when you're starting to get empty. Don't let that worry you too much. It's when the actual whole bar turns red and it starts deepening into red that you've actually got to worry. Then you start losing. Ah, there you go. I've now started going red on my food. I'm not going to get too worried about that. The one in the middle, that's your general health. So basically, that's your hit points. And another thing you can do is sprint, but you can't sprint forever. And as you can see there, the sprint bar goes up and it goes down. The more you sprint, the faster you consume food. And food gets consumed very, very fast. Right, I'll eat a granola bar now, because you can right click for context, which is good. That's nice, a lot better than DayZ. You can eat it. This says give you moderate relief of hunger. That is not moderate, that is minor. That is terrible. Right, yes, as I said, you get loads of water. I mean, water coming out your wazoo. See, that's moderate water. That's a third of the bar, and a granola bar does a sixth. The good thing is, some food gives you food, but also makes you thirsty, like a bag of crisps or chips in America. Some drinks, like soda, gives you a little bit of food boost. So it's a bit of give and take. This game is a bit of give and take. It really is. You've got to be careful, especially coming out of these safe zones, because as soon as I heard about safe zones, I thought, well, there's a bug there. Bandits will wait outside and pick you off as soon as you get outside. Also, can people shoot into the zone? Will a bullet stop as it enters the zone? That's another thing. Also, one thing I like is the speed. That is realistic speed for a person jogging, and a person running, and a person crouching, and a person crawling. That is fantastically realistic. Is it fun? A bit slow, if you ask me. Bit slow. Graphics. I like the sun coming through the graphics. Another thing a lot of people have been saying about is the low res textures. There you go. All these textures, models, and everything have been brought out of, I think it's the same company's other game called War Incorporated. That's probably where they got the word war from in WarZ. Because unfortunately it looks like that's a failing game, so they want to reuse the resources. So that's why I think it hasn't been in development for over a year. It's basically, we need to get something, we need to get on the bandwagon, and we need to get it out now. So it is a lot like DayZ. Apart from this, it has a lot more melee weapons, and melee weapons are better. I would have to state that if you use a gun against a player. If you go against a zombie, use a melee weapon. Right, everyone has a map. As you can see, the red rings are safe zones. And yes, Clark Kent must have died because Smallville is there. It is, just right down south of my upside down triangle. If you excuse me. There we go, sorry about that, I just had to cough. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to head down towards Smallville because I actually need some more food and water. I would like a gun. Down past Smallville, I think there was a military base. I'll show you some zombies anyway. and how to kill them. Yes, a lot of people are comparing this to DayZ, and it is definitely poor man's DayZ. It's the way things look, the way things feel. It feels to me as though it's done for the masses, the people who don't want to micromanage too much, people who just want to get out and kill other people, but also go on the bandwagon of actually being a zombie survivalist. There are other things as well in the game called strongholds. They are private instances which you can rent on a server to create your own experience. I have not got that because this is only a test. Right, sorry, I was just having to look around to see if there's any players around. Right, there's 10. There's 10 players now, and none of the bandits. So that is a bonus, but it's also not written in stone. Oh, there we go. I see some houses down there. Right, whereabouts is that? Facing south. It's the Emerald Peak Retreat. Go down there and have a look. The game world's supposed to be 400 square kilometers. At the moment, as you can see, a lot of it's been pixelated out. That's because they're actually developing it. The bottom south section has just been added recently. It's not huge, but it does take a long time to get places. I mean, long time. I could do with an auto walk button because there are times when you're so tense. I must admit, I am tense playing this game, and that's really, really exciting. The fear factor is brilliant. They've got it right there, especially against the players. I'm always sat forward and pressing the W key really hard. Right. I can see a zombie down there. Right, yes, there's one zombie. A lot of stuff spawn in cars. And yep, there's a zombie just up above that car there as well. Oh, yeah, some move faster than others as well, so they've actually randomized how they move. That's pretty good. Animations, I must admit, are terrible. I'll show you something. Right, not too bad. She's better than the map block, but if you let's have a look. Aim. Oh, right. The rifle, if you aim in third person, it shows you crawling on the spot. You can't look round, unfortunately. It's one problem. It breaks realism slightly. Well, as real as a zombie simulation can get. Right, walking over that rock sounds like walking on a tin roof. So yeah, they've got some things right, they've got some things wrong. There are microtransactions in this game, but you can get everything you want from grinding in-game. That's good. I like that. Right. A lot of the houses aren't enterable, so that unfortunately is like DayZ. That's a real disappointment. Because at the moment there's not many buildings. And your backpacks are terribly small. On some videos I've seen people get a medium backpack almost immediately, but I've never seen one yet, personally. So yeah, you can actually spend forever going anywhere. Right, I thought that was a player then, but it was a fast-moving zombie. Right. Also, sometimes you find one spawned out in the middle of nowhere. There's a zombie, we'll go and say hello to him. Right. Come on, girly voice. Right, you've got to hit them in the head. If you hit them in the head, you stun them. There you go. Looks like a farmer. Right. Also, one other thing they've definitely got wrong is the scale of some things. Look at the size of this RV. or in what in Britain we call camper vans. It is massive. That door there must be 8 feet tall. Oh, it heard me because I had to jump up the steps to get up. Come on in. Yeah, and if you get up high on a car or something like that, they suddenly can't see you. There we go. That's a blue item, and you pick it up by pressing E. Very useful, but it doesn't kind of fit the game. The inventory system is definitely a lot better than Daisy, I must admit. Yes, most definitely. And there are times when, I must admit, I think the coders have actually put in it where there's no sound at all for about 5 minutes, and suddenly they'll put in a soundtrack or a string of violins, and my goodness, it makes you jump out of your skin. Oh, gosh. There we go. She actually scared me. Right, I wasn't actually attacking her head, that's why it took me so long. I had to stand up to get to her head. Right, we've got to get some bag of chips. And some water. Because I'm going to need to eat something. I'll have another granola bar. There we go. So it didn't get me much, did it? Zombies aren't... Once you've got a weapon, they aren't a threat. I've not... On some of the screenshots, there's hundreds of them on the screen at once. I've only ever seen 5, and I dispatch them all easily. When you stun one, they all come in the actual same pathway, and that's it. It's you just stun them all. See, 3 shots to the head. I've actually killed one in 2 shots with a hammer. The danger is definitely the players. If you lose LOS for the running zombie, they will lose. Oh, I'll show you something. Here we go. Watch this. Right, I'm on top of a car. They've forgotten where I am. They don't know where I am. So, in the screenshots, it shows someone driving a car and zombies crawling all over the car. No. If that's the case, they would have been crawling all over here and getting me. And that's not the case. So it's distinctly a lie. Also, I've not seen any other skins which you can wear, and a lot of them they're wearing lots of skins I've not seen. So I'd have to say that's a bit erroneous as well. Is this worth? I would say I think it's $24.99. At the moment, yes. There's a wait on for Daisy standalone, yes. Would I pay? I think it's $60 for the legendary one to actually get a badge next to your name, yellow name in the text in the chat, because you can either do global or local. Sorry, they call it proximity. No, I don't think it is. Granted, it's still in alpha. They could fix everything. Also, they may not. Depends on if they were the developers for the last game, the War Inc., which this uses the engine of. I quite like the feel of it. It moves around nicely. I would like a look instead of having to keep turning. I would also like a lot more food, but that's life, isn't it, really? The trees are quite nice. Very primitive in graphic standards, but from a distance they look great. I do like the sunshine through the leaves. Now that is very pretty. But I must admit, I grew up in the pixel generation, so any kind of graphics more than a pixel impresses me. Though also, it doesn't matter either. I like playing old-fashioned games as much as anything else. Right, let's put instant oatmeal up there. And there we go. Oh, that gave me some water. Instant oatmeal gave me drink. Alright, well that's odd because oatmeal's very dry, and every time I have oatmeal, or porridge, it makes me thirsty. Right, well, right, this is, I think, Smallville. The other day I actually was just camping, just over there by that tree, just looking down here, and I saw 6 players coming down. I had an M4 semi, and I could have killed them all, but I didn't. But it was so scary because they actually came running straight over me, and they didn't see me. I was so happy about that. I must admit, I'm not being careful whatsoever because I'm actually trying to concentrate on doing this and talking to you at the same time. But this is a town. Well, zombies on pikes. You can't climb yet, which is annoying. And the scattering of loot seems to be odd. Yeah, it's an alright game to play just before DayZ standalone comes out, I think, most definitely. Or if you don't want all the complexities of DayZ, then this is fine. Or if you want a scare, yeah, try it out. This is fantastic. It really keeps you on the edge of your seat. Time moves like butter, melted butter when you're playing this game. You could look down and lose 3 hours. Mainly because you're moving so slowly, you're concentrating on trying to get to the location you want to get to. Right. I think that's an enterable building there. There we go. That's a legendary with the one with the tin star. B-boy. No bandits as of yet. Well, what I've been thinking of today was there are times when someone's killed by a bandit, or a bandit's killed. Oh, ammo. Need to find a gun. Not enough free slots. Right, well, let's drink that. Well, let's say you kill a bandit because they've been attacking you, and you think, excellent, good, killed them. Their character gets locked out for an hour, right? They can't use that one until that's when you can revive them and reuse them. But they can come in as another character, different name, different look, different weapons, hunt you out and kill you in revenge, and you would not know it. That to me doesn't seem right. It seems they are trying, I must admit, to stop people from being idiots and just killing just for the sake of killing. If you kill too many people, I think, at once, I'm glad that's why I didn't kill the 6, you get a large triangle above your head, apparently. I have not seen that yet. And you become a target for everyone. Basically, you're a noob, you're a bad bandit. So there's good bandits and bad bandits. Though, I must admit, I could never tell the difference between a good bandit and a bad bandit. They're all the same to me. Bag, M-E-M-R-E. What on earth is that? MRE. Oh, right, yes, food. Food. Is that army rations? Right, well, I'm going to drop this clip because I haven't got a weapon for it. There's no point. Right, let's see what it says. Right, meals ready to eat, extremely convenient. An MRE could be eaten cold right out of the pouch, but it always tastes better tasting hot. Well, considering I don't have a microwave. Right, let's have a quick look around here. Got the map, inventory, missions. All missions are the moment player created. You can actually give them rewards. You create note tubes, and you drop them around, and you do the quest. When you do the quest, you get the reward. That would seem like it brings community more to it, and it would be more interesting to see that develop. It's not actually in yet, I don't think. Voice commands. Oh, I never knew about that. Right, well, okay. Is there anything else I've forgotten to tell you about the game? I don't know. I'm just going to have a quick wander, just a further wander around and find out. Oh, nice stuff. As I keep saying, you keep looking at the map, you keep getting up and running and broadcasting your position to every flesh eater around there. Right, let's have some instant oatmeal. There we go. Right, nice. Shame there isn't a cup of tea around here. Right, I did get shot around here once. Guns, yes, guns. I got a pistol. I got a 9mm pistol, and I've also had a M4 semi-automatic assault rifle. I never used any of the shots of the rifle, and I had it for 4 real hours. I could have used it many times. I never did. I didn't think it was worthwhile. I didn't really want to broadcast myself to all the zombies. I had a pistol. I got given a pistol by a nice bloke and used it on reflex. Because I wanted to try it out, and it actually felt good. It actually felt weighty. It felt like a real pistol, as much as a pixelated pistol can. Right, what I've just seen here is that is a possum undead. If you go near it, it'll stand up. That's quite good. I like that. They don't end up just standing there. They're in different guises. I just want to know who's put every single window out in the city. Right. Here we go. This is a supermarket. You can see it's all bare, no cashier. Right, instant oatmeal. There we go, got another one back. This is good for food actually in here, but you commonly find lots of flashlights. Not enough free backspaces for the antibiotics. Right, do I need... I really need a bigger backpack. There got flashlight. I wish I could pick that up, but I can't really... Oh no, I'll eat something. I'll eat a chocky bar. There we go, let's actually put that in. I'll show you how much a chocky bar does then. Alright, let's have a look. There you go, chocky bar. Right. I can't use the flashlight there, but if I stick a flashlight there, as you can see, you hold it like a right muppet, and you actually smash them with the glass end. So that means, wouldn't you break the glass? Yeah. Right. They should have a lifespan, melee weapons in this. That would be better. It would actually make them less powerful. Right, there's plenty of antibiotics. Do I have any painkillers? No. Well, I have 5 water, so I'll drink that water. I'll take some painkillers. Because these are very similar to Dizzy. Painkillers stop you from shaking, from fear, and things like that. I've not encountered any shaking or fear yet. But when you get, the more hit you get, the blacker your screen gets. So that might actually help with that. Antibiotics help with colds, infections, things like that. One thing in this I've not seen yet is if you get hit by zombies, you've got a chance of being infected by what turned them into zombies, which is pretty good if it works. I've seen some syringes which look like silicone guns, which you can apparently inject yourself to stave it off, or there's some really rare ones which will cure it. Because apparently the backstory is they cured the the viral infection, which actually brought back the dead. But it was after the 11th hour, so they couldn't get it out. So when they were getting it out, it just got basically they got overrun and the things got lost. So actually, that's quite cool. Actually, I quite like that. Some of these things are pretty good. Some of the things about the game are pretty good. Some of them are pretty dire. The worst thing about me is accessible to teens and every child that comes along the way just to want to blast their head off. I like the survival thing. I like to try and survive. Not just from idiots. I don't mind dying legitimately. But from people who just want to go out and just kill people just for the sake of it, it's annoying. One good thing about this though is they stack, as you can see, 5 water, 3 painkillers. I do like that. Yeah. Oh, hey, more painkillers. Goodness me, I'm not even in a pharmacy, I don't think. Right, I really do need a gun. Camp Splinter is quite far south of me. It'll take me ages to get there, unfortunately. I need to find a ranger station, possibly. A police station. There we go, there's one over there. Let me see if I can try and take out this Zombette. Is that the female version of zombie? Or is it ungenderized? Yeah, she's quite grisly. That's quite horrible, that, I must admit. I'm not really one for gore and stuff like that, but yeah, that's grisly. But it's not too bad. At least they don't have their limbs hacked off and things like that. That's a bonus. Not really into that. Right, I'll have to, if I can get over here and get this guy. There you go, girlie. Scream. Scream for me. There we go. Oh, there we go. I've been hit. Oh, gosh. I've just been shot by a survivor. And there you go. And that's how easy it is to die. Right. And the stupid thing is, you're still on this screen. It doesn't tell you anything about how to get out. So you've got to... So all my inventory is now gone, unfortunately. That's where I was. I can still have access to all this. When I go back to the game, I'm still there. You actually have to, stupidly enough, think you're quitting the game to get back to your character screen. So that's another annoying thing. There's a lot of things they've got to work out. It could be a better game, and I hope it will end up being a better game, and then I might actually look into it again later on. But I'm waiting for the DayZ standalone, which apparently is supposed to be coming in December. There you go, this person's dead now for 58 minutes, so I can't do anything with her. There you go, there's no post office around, or safe area for your global inventory. So I can either go on to Ian or Max Cole. Right, well, this is Corithwin. I hope you enjoyed this. If you've got any questions, please put them in the comments below. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you later. Maybe as a survivor, possibly, actually most probably as a mech warrior. So I will see you later again. Take care. Be safe all.